About to get started here in a second, just double checking, making sure my frames drop rate stays stable. It's working here. We're gonna go ahead and get the party started while it's not acting too crazy. I hope my internet doesn't act up this week. I'm gonna have to be calling Spectrum and giving them a little peace of mind, my mind here, about their services. But anyway, what's going on? What's up, Mr. Scott? Hope you're having an awesome day. It's a new week. I guess technically, is this the first week in April? I believe so. Yep. First full week of April, first trading week, full trading week in April. Hope you had an awesome Easter, all that fun stuff. Welcome. It's your boy Z-Rex with No Noise. We're live today on April 5th, 2021. Woo! Hopefully, again, this shit stays stable. I don't even like that it's hovering around 4% drop rate. If you could give me some feedback on that, Scott, if it's even noticeable. It should be okay, but, I mean, this shit is just weird. I don't know. It's kind of lame. You get gigabyte internet, and this shit can't even barely handle a little lame-o stream like mine. Jeez. Anyway, we got some pretty big moves today. Getting some follow through with some stuff. Ripple just on fire. Not surprisingly, though, it had some of the best one of the best charts in the whole crypto industry. Oh, what else we got here? BSV's looking good. BCH popping off that 550 level. Very classic Saturday move. A lot of sell-offs happen on Saturday that just get completely reversed. I've been using that as almost buying opportunities most of the time. I don't know why the market likes to scare people on Saturdays. And also for weekend price action for crypto, it's mostly meaningless. I don't think there's ever been a macro trend reversal ever over a weekend. They always happen when CMEs are open. So it just makes it more better to use that as a buying opportunity. Why am I just drawing little pink dots around everywhere? Let's not do that. Buying opportunity, and you can go on the Bitcoin chart and look over weekends. I've done a little bit of that, and I couldn't find a macro reversal since the futures have come out. And so, has that been 2-3 years now or whatever? So anyway, we stayed in this box. We got the H pattern, which we talked about late last night. I did a really late video that it's hard for shorts, H hard for shorts. Just got bid back up. And with the H pattern too, though, if it does break, real fast. We talk about this a lot. If it does break, then you can measure that move down, and that would have probably been right to the trend line here. But like most of the time, they will not break to the downside. It's usually a bullish pattern, and especially when you just get back over the hump, which in this case is right in this level at around 58K. And we did that with two very nice, girthy 3-hour candles here. And so now we got to do is kind of support above 58-ish thousand, and this thing looks like it wants to run up. Oh gosh, I'm drawing pink lines all over the place. There we go. And looks like this thing definitely wants to get some continuation now. A little neutral still on the oscillators on the daily, but that's the only one that's like that. I think 3-day and everybody else is fairly bullish. Well, actually 3-day is kind of 3 days actually a little bit neutral too. I mean, it's like, I guess close enough is close enough, right? We do like to say that here, so whatever. Especially with the bears down here in the weak zone. So One thing that is notable, those bears are picking up steam over the this year. Here, you can see little higher lows creeping up, little kind of triangle action on the 3-day. That's interesting. And wow, I'd never noticed this. The Bitcoin bears are coming from 2. That might be one of the lowest reads on. Let's go look real quick. Let's just make this a different color. Make it a little easier to see. We'll do yellow. Yeah, there's a couple right here, looks like. And that's it. Yeah, so we're like on the bottom end of this threshold, only back in 2013, which isn't that surprising that it is around that time frame. That is what mostly this market is kind of feeling like, is that 2013 run. But you can see it did go underneath it for a while. And let's go actually look a little closer. When was that? March 11th. So back around on this candle, super pump. Let's go back over here and check it out to April 15th. All the way into this one. Oh, after this mega super 85% range candle, Jeebus. Well, yeah, not that crazy. I mean, we're not getting super bearish yet, but there is that looming cycle stuff, and then you got futures coming out, and then you got Coinbase going public middle of this month. There's a lot of big events that could easily turn into a sell the news event, or sell the rumor, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news. Sorry, had that on all blah 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 up. It's all good. But it could be something like that. But hey, we're still in this range, so it's not out of the woods yet. But it does look very sexy on the 3-hour, though. This candle right here that closed earlier this morning, very nice, closing up at the top end of that range. Just need to get back above 60K, and this thing is probably going to run pretty damn hard. Let's see what a futures look like. Futures are actually kind of, yeah, and you know what? Futures actually aren't really, I mean, they're okay, but they're battling for the power zone right now. So it's actually neutral on the 3-hour on futures. So that's kind of interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. As long as it's in that box, though, I mean, on the spot price, you know, whatever. It's just kind of, don't even care about it. Let's see, Ethereum, kind of the same thing. Nice girthy candle, getting bid perfectly off that 2,000 level, retesting the previous resistance and all-time high. This is very constructive, even making a slight W-type pattern right here. So if we can get a break above right around that level at about, what is that, 2140-ish, I would probably look for this thing in extension, and a measured move off of this is up about 2250. So, and then our higher measured move is about 2400 based on some fib extensions. But yeah, this is looking pretty damn constructive on Unicorn Shirt Man. And there's even kind of like man, it's more like a symmetrical triangle. It's a tough one. You could almost paint it like a ascending triangle. Either way, though, it's broken out to the upside, so it's all good on that one. We don't want to spend too much brain power on that. Litecoin pumping. Very nice. We were looking at this yesterday as possible catch-up time for Litecoin because it's just sitting right on all these EMAs. This looks very nice. Very nice, especially if this daily can close back above this 210 area. I would like to see the daily come up here, though, and maybe test up in the 220s before the day is over. But this is looking very sexy on Litecoin. Very nice chart. Ripple me nipples, man. Wowzer. This thing is beast mode. It's no surprise that it's making a run for $1. Just this posturing is just... It really was one of the sexiest charts in the crypto world, and I know a lot of people hate on Ripple for whatever stupid reason. Don't get emotional with the what you like to trade. Just trade the best opportunities. And this one got bullish on DMI actually way back here, which is kind of crazy that it happened on this posturing. That usually doesn't happen on the DMI when the EMAs are all right next to each other, but man, what a run. And then you get nice retest into the opening right here on the 25th, and that was just like the icing on the cake. This thing just super beast mode. I mean, it's a little late now, probably. I'm not going to be doing anything with Ripple here. Maybe if we get like another test, if we can retest the breakout zone like in the 60-cent handle, that could probably provide some opportunity. But right now, this thing has left the train station. Ultimate target after the dollar level is about 135, but that's what we're kind of looking for this to work its way up to. Ripple obviously falling through with some of that hype on garlic bread. Looks like Jeb Bread is getting his follow through in love. Anything above like 45 cents, this thing looks pretty damn sexy. Nice retest in the EMAs and reset back bullish on this candle. And I'm saying back bullish on this candle because of the DMI getting back in the power zone. Dot kind of just flagging out here. It does look pretty good though. Yeah, I don't see anything really wrong with this formation. EMA is all pointing up. You got a little loss of momentum on the 3-hour. But the daily looks great. Weekly is going to look great. Obviously, most weekly charts in crypto look good. Yeah, I mean, this looks like it wants to stab up to 50 bucks. I mean, this is a pretty nice little kind of pennant type thing. Flag on the end of this run. On the low time frame. So that measured move is probably just a little bit past 50 bucks. And so, yeah, looks like it's going there. Dot, not too shabby. Link, trying to hold on here. It looks pretty constructive, though, to be fair. It's a little sloppy, but it's still getting held on by the 55 and the Mama and all the MAs, which are right, you know, within a couple of dollars of each other. So this actually looks pretty good. I'd like to see it consolidate above 30, 31 now. Really like 31, actually. If we can see it consolidate above 31 for a little bit longer, this might form a completed W pattern if it closes above 32.50, and that'll probably do a measured move up to all-time highs in the upper 36 range. Looking pretty good for Linky. ADA just still consolidating. I mean, there's just now the EMAs are even closer together. They're all within 3% of each other. So that does not happen very often at all. I mean, this thing is probably going to start moving this week at some point. And you have to lean a little bit to the upside because it is above the 116, 115-ish area. And it just did this little test. This is kind of a confirmation low, type low that we've been seeing on a lot of these push downs for that last little attempt with a retest. So these are looking pretty sexy on a lot of these charts. Let's see. Let's look at Rogers. Yeah, Rogers just nice. I mean, super sexy looking. Retesting the EMAs and just getting continuation on this guy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this chart right here. You can see it came back, did a slight overthrow below 550, but ended up getting caught by the longer term MAs and just has continuation. Bulls are very strong on the 3-hour. And on the daily, they're about to close today in the power zone as well. So this one might be getting some legs to come up here and test our target around like $1,000. Would be pretty crazy. Crazier things have happened though. Oh, look at this. Everyone's favorite, the real Satoshi, Mr. Craig himself. Looking pretty damn sexy. Reset. This looks great on the EMAs, and the DMI looks really sexy. This looks like it's about to run pretty damn hard. I would not be surprised to see this 300 target here from this triangle that we measured out. And we measured out the bottom side too, which is way down here. But right now we're breaking out to the upside. Clearly looks very damn good on the daily. You can see this daily dominance on DMI popping off on this candle while it just kind of accumulated into the apex of this triangle, but DMI stayed in the power zone the whole time. That's a really good clue when the dips happen and you don't get the bears. The bears didn't even get back in the neutral zone. So very sexy time on SV. This looks like mostly just going to be some continuation on that guy. EOS, same thing. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is beast mode, guys. Just We talked about it in the last video. This candle was a slight bearish engulfing, but when you see the next following day just reject that, like in the video last night we were talking about, when you like, bears are like, oh, hey, what's up, bitches? Bulls are bitches. What? Y'all ain't got shit. But then when the bulls do this and engulf the engulfing, that is extremely bullish, and you almost always get follow through on that guy. And we are getting that now with the target in the mid-7 handle here, and I don't see any reason that it doesn't go there. Very strong chart on EOS. It's been one of the stronger ones. Let's jump over to Steam, actually, and see if any other Dan's projects are pumping, because I bet they are. Yeah, look at that. Steam been pumping. I guess it's been pumping already, so very nice. Oh, wow, Steam's at $1. Holy moly. Up 500%ish just in the last couple months. Nice Steam. How about BitShares? It's another, that's I think his original project. BitShares was really cool too, by the way. Look at that. BitShares is mooning today as well, up 31%. I guess it's Dan Larimer Day. Very nice. I mean, this is sexy chart. The daily's been pretty damn bullish all the way back in November, actually, on the DMI. A little blip here, but ultimately you didn't take out structure and then just kept going, man. Wow. BitShares. Way to go, BitShares. All right, continuing on. XMR looks very sexy up here, like this, like everything about it. Very nice. Above this threshold, as long as we're above 240, I don't have any reason to be bearish on this thing. It's just riding the EMAs right now. So keep it simple. Ride the train. Go, Craig. Give me a C. Give me an R, right? I feel like we could do some cheerleading in here. ZC looking beautiful, making this kind of W pattern, and at the precipice today of breaking out of it. And this measured move on this is going to put us past this target around 260. Wowzer. Wowzer. What's some fib extension on this? This is I can talk okay, I think. Yeah, if we kind of split and just do bodies. If we just do bodies roughly, that's the 1618. So we're probably going there. And then past that, we can mark off some of these higher crazy numbers. We don't want those all yellow. We need those a little bit gray. All right. So those are some extensions. That would be getting real wild to go to there. But, hey, it's crypto. Anything can happen. But, yeah, this chart looks very, very nice. Dash, also very nice. Coming in, test EMAs, continuation. DMI everywhere. Just beautiful chart. DMI, actually, the last couple of days has been closing in the power zone, too. While it consolidated on top of this formation, I mean, and the mama and every average and the horizontal. I mean, when you get confluence on, like, every single thing that you're looking at, those are the highest probability trades. Now, obviously, nothing's 100% in trading, except for there's one thing that you will take losses. But as far as, there's no guaranteed money in this. But when you see something like this, man, this is definitely gives you the best and most safe odds to take a position in. So if you ever see that on any tradable, take the chance. You can also manage risk with your position size as well. You don't have to like go all in or 100-to-1 leverage or some retarded stuff like that. So anyway, moving on. Let's see. Up, down, sideways. Oh, look, the regular Doge pattern. So it ain't doing shit. Still around 100 sats. There's not really any clues here. I mean, it's slightly leaning bullish just because the DMI posturings. But it is having a little bit of trouble getting back over the 100 sat level. Dollar pairing, though, is starting to get some legs. Let's zoom in a little. Yeah, the dollar pairing, guys, if we get a close above like 6 cents on this, we probably need like 2 or 3 candle closes in a row on a 3-hour to do it. But if we can get above 6 cents and close 2 or 3 above that, man, Doge probably is going to go to all-time highs, and it might even go farther than that. I could definitely see Doge doing some crazy extendo, go-go gadget bull run here and some targets from fibs off just this consolidation. We're just going to use this really narrow consolidation here. We'll just plot a few of those. And let's see, the 4618 is even way up here to $1.25. That would be crazy. But here's some fib extensions, some likely targets that we could hit off of this small consolidation formation. And I mean, dollar Doge just sounds insane, right? But if there was a year that it could happen, it would be this year. So, sounds crazy. I don't think it's going to go there, but holy moly. I don't think anybody thought a lot of the stuff that these coins are doing was going to happen. So, all right, let's jump to traditionals. To das Moon! ES getting major follow through. Lovely. I did my classic move again. You know, and whatever. I'm not like hating myself or whatever for it. I took my long off on Thursday afternoon, like here-ish, when like right at the end of the market. And of course, you just get this follow through another 70 points all the way through. And it's just kind of funny. I wanted to take it off over the weekend. I didn't want to hold the risk, but you know, it's like, wonder what risk was I even thinking in? You know, sometimes you just have to default to the chart, and I think that's the healthiest way, because your brain can start thinking of all kinds of crazy shit and almost make it up and apply it to the chart. What if that, what if this, what if they announce something over weekends, what if? I mean, you can play the what if game forever. And so that is one thing in my trading that is probably my biggest issue, is prematurely getting out, which is based off of fear, which doesn't seem on the surface that that's what that would be. It's like, well, why is that fear? Because you're already making money, but it's because you're afraid of losing the gains that you had. That's generally why you might do premature exititis, is exiting prematurely for no reason. And you can even see here, I mean, even on a 7-minute, when I took this trade off, there actually wasn't anything to even, on a 7-minute, there wasn't even anything that said it was bearish yet. You're still over the, and yeah, you can look at these, but on 7 minutes, I just default to the highest time frame lines pretty much. And so as long as they're like above that and crossed up, you know, like the 200s above the 377, then I mean on the 7-minute, then it's bullish. And so it's like on no time frame was it even bearish. And I'm just kind of running through that to maybe that helps some people, maybe it doesn't. But it's something I'm trying to iron out of my brain too. It was like, don't overthink, or actually don't really think that much at all. You see a setup, you just take it, and then you put your risk appropriate to the structure to the left, and then you just forget about it, and then you just go and ride it. That's it. It's so weird that it is that simple, but it's so damn hard to execute that. And anyone that's been trading for a long time definitely can feel and understand that pain. But man, look at this chart, is just so damn bullish. I mean, there's just, I don't see anything bearish about it yet. We're already up in the, close to the middle part of our target box here. As long as this thing's just riding the EMAs, what the hell ever. It's all good in the market hood. Look at this, very lovely test. See, man, that TA hocus pocus works sometime. This astrology crap. Rejection on all this major support level that we've been watching forever. That 13.3-ish level, rejection. We finally bust out of it. Retest it immediately and then take off. I mean, it couldn't get more sexy than that. I mean, this is about to close in an hour or so. And then it's got 1 hour on the after-hour session before the official close at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. But, I mean, if this closes like this is like 3 white soldiers. That's a very, very bullish pattern. So, I mean, so this thing is bullish as F above 13, like 4-ish now. So, NASDAQ caught up. Very nice. The one that never has been bogged down for most of this year is the Dow, or most of the recent times, like most of this month here. Just beast mode, all the way up. Gapping up, actually, today. Just, wow. Consolidating over the support level. I mean, that's beautiful. Bam. bear or bulls are about to get back in the power zone too on this. I mean, there's just nothing bearish about these setups right here. We are in price discovery mode on the indices, which doesn't happen very often because you're not at all-time highs all the time. Although I might have to rescind that because in this market, we actually kind of have been at all-time highs for a while, to be fair. So, what the hell is this chart? What is this? This candle? So we gapped up, it looks like, and gave it all up today. This is a weird daily candle. Let's zoom in a little bit on Russell. Yeah, so Russell did gap up, and we got to zoom in a little bit more. I got to get some more deets on that. Yeah, how odd. So we rally in the overnight session, European session, and then this morning we just get complete rejection of all of those gains from the Sunday, or wait, no, sorry, actually from the Friday afternoon mega pump, or Friday morning mega pump on Good Friday. It gave all that back and is actually consolidating and finding resistance from that breakout point. That's very odd. Huh. Well, Russell, we don't want to see Russell not playing with the big boys because Russell led this whole market. It led it actually to the downside, and it led it to the upside. So we don't want to see Russell not participate in new highs. Is this maybe an opportunity, possibly? It could be. We are coming back to test these. You know, now that we look at it here, and we look at these EMAs coming back, testing the major long-term EMAs inside of the short terms. I mean, actually, this probably is an opportunity zone right here. So that is actually interesting. Yeah, odd, though. Very different relative to the other market. Oh, look, VIX is up. This is funny. We talked about this possibly happening with explosions to the upside. When you get lots of volatile high gamma moves, you know, VIX can go up and up moves too. And so this is what we're kind of seeing today. That's pretty funny. Yeah, because ES is up almost 1.5%, and VIX is up, you know, more. VVIX is even up a little bit too. And VVIX, like we talked about on last week, you know, it like put this little bottoming candle right at the base here. So this is an interesting spot for VVIX to stall at and VIX to get bid up a little. I mean, if we're going to aggressively come up to the top end of these targets, there is a high chance if we keep this posturing that it does get front run at some point and dump in everyone's face. I could totally see something like that happening. And a good example of something like that would be like these here and this one here, you know, something like that where it just immediately happens. On the 3 hour, we're not seeing that yet. We are at 50 though, almost. Yeah, 47. So that is a pretty extreme read on DMI. You generally don't get that high up there. Let's scroll back in time and see if we got any around 50. Dang, when was the last bullish one we had? Here it is right here, around 50. November 2017. Jesus Christ. All the way back here. Let's zoom in a little bit just to get an idea. Oh, yeah, look at that. It was at a major resistance area, to be fair, though, that happened. But it did usher in a little 1.5% dump, but mainly just turned into opportunity. And we could be looking at something similar there. And maybe Russell's already showing that. I kind of do. I'm a little curious of Russell. I might nibble on Russell later as we get closer to the daily close and see what happens. Let's actually flip over to the cash and see what cash looks like. Yeah, right. Almost exactly the same. Okay, so that's interesting. Definitely keep an eye on that. Oh, look at this. Ping, pong, and more. Ping, pang, ping, pong. Dude, this is crazy. Range traders are loving this shit. I mean, you've literally had 2 weeks now, almost, of just buy the low end of the range and sell the top end of the range. I mean, it's playing out like the Jesus man. Coming right down here, getting bid up really well so far. If this candle can close actually above like 58.50, definitely $59, that would be pretty bullish on lower time frames. But it does need a lot of work to do that. We are having the DMI start to expand and possibly could close in the power zone. How about on the daily? Daily is kind of a little bit, actually a lot of bit neutral. So until it gets out of this range, hey, whatever. We have EMAs all squeezing together too right here. Bonds. What are the bonds doing? God dang. Incredible neutralness on bonds. I mean, what is this, right at 50? Yeah. Right at 50 in the spot and right in the middle of the freaking neutral zone. I mean, this is... It can't get more neutral than this crap, so... Nothing to really say on that. Moving on. Sometimes that is what it is. You just gotta move on because there's no good new information. Neutral as hell. We got a slight, maybe bullish chance on notes. That would be interesting to get follow through on the 10-year, but you know it's kind of whatever right now. So moving on. TNX also not a surprise because the bonds are doing that too. It's still slightly bullish on the 3-hour DMI, but I mean, it's overall kind of just whatever. Below 177, that's its short-term resistance point. We get over that, we probably keep going. Anything back below like 165, probably a little bit bad. What's up, Mr. Joe? Welcome, sir. DXY. Oh, DXY is getting a little mollywopped. That's a surprise. I didn't think that was coming, going through the charts here. It does have pretty major support, though, right in the mid-92 handle. So as long as it's kind of holding there, this might be a buying opportunity, possibly. Euro kind of getting bid up off that lower range. You know, we were talking about how this range here, we're at the bottom of it. 116 was kind of its threshold. But getting a little bit of a support here with that dollar sell-off. But nothing to hang your hat on yet. We still need some more time on that. DAX, the other D, just bullish as hell. We've been watching this and the bullishness in it, and there's a lot of shared companies in the DAX and the S&P and American markets, and so this thing was just bullish as hell while markets were kind of confused over here in America. But DAX said, nah, we all good, and that has been following through over here. So very nice DAX. China's getting it going here. Looking pretty damn sexy as long as we're holding that 3450 area. This thing looks like it wants to come and test the Mama Camel Hump zone, and that'll be the next major resistance area. But on the 3-hour, though, man, just another day or two. Maybe, yeah, just another few days, and this could set up on the low time frames for a very nice long on the 3-hour. Gold just flagging out up here, not too shabby, can't hate on that. EMA's opening up, looks like we want to get a test up here to our previous resistance, and there is major supply, overhead supply here, so I wouldn't be surprised to get up to 1750, 1760, and then we'll have to reassess, see what it can do to bust out of that. And this trend line that's been holding it down is pretty much meeting up with the horizontal now, so maybe we've had enough time to do a little bullish reset on this guy, and have to see what's up. I did have nibbled some gold down on this little low, so that was kind of nice. I like that. Very nice. So, what is this? We gotta look over here. Is this 15? All right. Let's see. Going up. We really got to clear that 1750 though. See, it's almost looking real sexy though. Another couple candle closes, and we're gonna have all the EMAs opening up to the upside. Silver getting a little bit more on the chin here, but still looks okay. It's trying to get going. Not as good as gold though. Gold's chart does look better, to be fair. The daily on silver does look really shitty though. I do not like this posturing on the daily. I wouldn't be surprised if it got a push down to this lower end of the range from the daily posturing. So silver not as sexy. Platinum still looks super sexy. Look at these EMAs right here. Very nice. They're almost in perfect order. It'd be perfect if the red was below the gray, but this is still really good because they're all right in confluence with each other. Daily starting to get a little bit sexier. Daily does need to close above like 1230 though, but we are getting the first signs of reversal here, or not reversal, but of continuation, bullish continuation, because this weekly chart looks pretty damn epic. And Palladium. Palladium, oh, look at this. Bullish reset on Palladium. Perfect setup on a 3-hour right here. Boom. I mean, this looks like it wants to go. Let's see, what are some targets? Because we're in price discovery mode. So, or no, we're not. We almost are. I'm sorry. 2,800. This thing looks like it wants to go test and tap 2,800. Faux show. Would not be surprised to see that happening relatively soon. This is a very nice setup on Palladium. Only about 2%. Might have to find a Palladium stock here. There might be one in the platinum list. I'm going to have to do some research on that. And look, I can't remember. I think there's an ETF, PLA. Is it just PLA? No, maybe it's PALL. Yeah, here it is. So this is like the PPLT. It's run by the same people, Aberdeen. So, whoops. What is this? A little bit higher. Oh, wait, sorry. Man, this looks great, doesn't it? This chart, look at this. It's like a damn shitcoin penny stock. Anyway, though, yeah, I might nibble on this guy on some deeps. All right, let's go to watch list, see if there's anything on there. Nothing too crazy. Weed's not getting no love today. What the hell? All right, now we're about to dive into kind of the free form here. Got through the list. If anyone wants me to look at any tickers or anything, feel free to throw those in the troll box now. Yeah, so I like to just get through that main list that we do every day first. That was a little bit longer than usual, but hey, whatever. It's Monday. Plenty of stuff to talk about, so it's all good. What's Tesla doing? Tesla is struggling. It's almost looking good. Oh, wait, what? Hey, hold on. Why does this say... What the hell's going on? Pre-market. Why does this say 661 over here, and then over here it says 708? That's confusing. What the shit, Trading View? Well, yeah, this looks... I mean, we've been wanting this to get back over 7. And so here we are now, even though it says, I don't know what the hell is going on there. But, so that looks pretty nice. Elon might be doing a little rocket moonship time for Tesla. Good old Tesla. Oh, they just have earnings, looks like. Oh, they did. Estimate reported, so they beat earnings. Way to go, Elon. Smartest man on the planet. Oh, yeah, let's go, BlackBerry. Let's bounce from here. Let's get some follow-through. I'd love to see that. I did nibble on some BlackBerry last week, so definitely want to see that pop off. Let's see. Let's go to the weed stocks, because I'm curious. Some of those got to be pumping, I feel like. No, they are getting whacked on. There's a couple. Cannabis, but nothing, not really too crazy. There's actually more red. Some pretty big red, too. TRTC has been one that I've been watching. Is this an opportunity, possibly? Ooh. Ew. Zencoin. All right, we'll take a look at that here in a sec, Scott. Man, I don't know. I'm going to have to wait on this. I'm going to have to wait on that. Very ugly chart. Very illiquid chart. So, I guess to be fair, most of it's kind of flat. These are just like real shitty penny stocks. And so, nothing too crazy. They're kind of just doing a bunch of nothing burgers. Well, all right then. How about data storage? What are they doing? Is our boy DigitalOcean keep running up? Let's go, baby. Yep, I took off I don't know, like close to half of that last week. because, you know, whatever, just getting some profits in. I bought down here around 40, so I was just like, yeah, might as well. But damn, this looks good. I'm holding the other half until we break some structure here, so whatever. Party time. Party time. How's the pie cycle? The pie cycle. All right, let's just go in order before I forget. Let's go Zen coin. Zen Horizon. Oh. Put some Zen music on. Zen looks great above 60 bucks on the daily. Very nice. I don't have any horizontals on here. Let me throw those up real quick. Badow, badow, badow. Yeah, daily. Super sexy back over here. On this candle, retest EMAs. Badow. Very beautiful textbook action. We love to see this dip after setting up. You don't always get the dip, but you almost want the dip because it makes it more constructive to the upside. So you get this nice EMA structure opening up, bullish on every oscillator. You get the pump, then you come right back, retest the EMAs, and then you get continuation. Very sexy price action on that guy. On lower time frames, it's about 63 bucks. But, you know, that's a 3 hour. That's borderline crack time frame, so... yeah, I mean, I'd probably default to about 60 Dara on this. As long as it's above 60, it looks pretty good. For continuation, probably up to 80 bucks. These local highs here on Zen. Pretty nice. MJ New. Hey, what's up, Mr. Rock? Oh, did New York finally pass all that stuff? A little sell the news event or something like that. Zen coin. All right, there's Zen coin. Let's go Zine. Oh, Mr. Joe wants the Zine. I think we talked about this on Friday as possible, or Thursday as possible re-entry may be coming up. Yeah, we did. This is actually a pretty interesting chart. Pumps real hard, dumps real hard, comes right to the gap, fills it all the way with a tail on a hammer candle. Pretty sexy fill there. And then pumps again, and then here we are one more time testing the previous highs in consolidation area. So this thing actually does look pretty good. Let's zoom in a little bit. I'd like to see these EMAs open up and pass the mama here over the next couple of days, though. Or actually, to be fair, the next, what is today, the 5th? Yeah, so by the end of the week, that could possibly happen. It looks like it might go into next week. Depending on how this plays out. But it could happen this week, but I'd like to see a little bit more time and get the EMAs in a little better posturing. But it is looking pretty... It is looking pretty good. Pretty good. I just like to be a little bit safer on pharmaceuticals and stuff like this. And just going a little bit more sideways here and kind of maybe we can get these EMAs grinding up and pointing up. Then I'd start to feel pretty confident about this guy. And to be fair, it does look like it's building towards that right now. So, pretty nice. All right. Pi cycle. Might enter Zine again. Yeah, so that's funny you brought that up because we were totally... I don't know if you saw that video from last week, but we were kind of thinking the same thing. I know it's Pi. Oh, yeah, you're trying to make jokes over here? All right, let's go back to that real fast, and we'll check it out. So the pi cycle thing is this line. I don't know if you've watched the videos of. I did a really, really thorough one on the static one. Shit, what was that? 2 days ago at the end. I did it at the very end of the video, and I did lots of data points on it too. But you can see here we're almost there, and it's funny too. This is actually the day Coinbase goes public. Like, what are the odds of that, man? Pretty weird how stuff can line up like that sometimes. But hey, it's coming up. It doesn't mean it's the top. It's not. It doesn't mean sell everything now. It's just one indicator. But, you know, and it's been it's actually getting more aggressive than the slope we had previously. It keeps getting more aggressive. So I had to redraw this line from this one from back here. It was meeting it. And then we had it started getting steeper, breaking from it. And now we're actually getting most steeper and breaking from it again. So it's still about 15K, though. 15, 20K fallen off each time. So, I mean, this is still pretty intact. But we're getting real close to the cross. And I guess, where are those notes at? Damn it, Bobby. Maybe I scrolled them up over here. Let me zoom out some more. I know they're somewhere. No? Did I erase? Oh, here they are. Way over here on the side. I just didn't want them all up in my chat. So this is what I was showing the other day on the chart. I went back through all the times that it's cycled. It's only cycled 4 times. You know, that's not very many instances, so you can't hang your hat on it by itself, but it is definitely noteworthy. And it just lines up with lots of interesting things, you know, with the micro futures coming out and Coinbase going public, you know, all within a couple weeks of each other, and then this happening too. Just kind of interesting timing on that. But yeah, so these are the results of each signal firing. 2018, it literally fired on the day it fired was the top. It rolled over that day, and that was it. 85% down in about a year to the macro bottom. 2013, it rolled over 20% after signaling and came back to a double top before ultimately rolling over. So you did have plenty of chance to exit and get out even enduring that 30%. It did bounce back and got bearish again. And then again, that one did 87% over a little over a year to the bottom. And then earlier in 13, it triggered, but then it went 65% up. So this is the only one that it went up. So right, the day it triggered, 4 days later, it went up 65% after that day it triggered. So it was like 20% a day, almost. You know, 15, 20% a day it went up. But that 5th day, though, the 5th day after those 4 days, it went down 73% in one day. Now, Bitcoin was way more thinly traded there. Obviously, it's not near as mature as it is now. I don't think that that's in the cards, but hey, it is crypto. Anything can happen. Just keep an open mind. But anyway, it went up that, and it bounced 120% off that low. So it came real close back up to the highs, so giving you another chance, even though it did that 73% dump, it did give you a decent chance to get out up towards the highs, and then it continued to roll over. And it was only 88 days for another 76. So it did 73 in one day, but then over 88 days, it rolled down to 76% for the bottom before continuation into this one here, because 2013 had 2 macro tops. 2013 was a beast mode year. And then 2011, this one I had to kind of, it was almost plotted, so I had to kind of do some reverse backwards math to get like kind of the general place where it would be. So that's why I started, because it's not, it's a little bit more, I guess, it's probably all experimental, but I had to kind of create this one myself. So June 11 would have been the last one. And it was either on the 10th or 11th candle. I had each kind of formula showing both ways. And so I just picked the 11th, actually, the worst case scenario. So if you waited till the 11th, it had a 50% drawdown on the signal. Still 80% rebound, though. So you'd get another instance where it gives you a chance to actually get out near the highs before ultimately rolling over. And in June, that one had 159 days to a 95% macro bottom. So there you go. I think that's very noteworthy. The thing I'd like to take away from this is that every instance, even if the pi cycle doesn't get it right on the dot like it did one time in January, it still triggered enough at the time where the rebound was able to recoup, most of the upper end of the range on price. So it gave you perfect time. There's plenty of time for exits. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me drink some of this water real quick. So yeah, so that's pretty badass on that. Giving you some confidence. Some interesting things too is note the dates. They're all right by each other. December, January, April, June. Pretty interesting. So I do like that. But we just got to wait and see what happens, because you can't just use one indicator by itself. That's definitely not a good idea. But pretty nice though. And that's coming up right here. This is what this this hash line is the shortest term, most aggressive pi cycle line. And that is literally coming up at the Coinbase IPO, which is, or direct listing, I should say, which is the 14th. What day is the 14th, actually? It is next hump day, so next Wednesday. And just for shits and giggles, let's see what if we crossed around. Let's just split the difference, and let's say we rallied the 70% or whatever. Let's just see. Let's just play around. 70% puts us right at 100K. Look at that. Major overhead resistance, psychological super number, 100,000. That would be bananas if it does that. I don't think it will. That would just be too crazy, but hey, maybe it will. We shall see. We're going to know real soon, that's for sure. And just for the downside, so we're not just wearing moon goggles here. Let me take this thing off. Let me log out of this so it takes all these arrows away. And for not just to be moonside, if it does cross, let's say, around the 60K area, and what is 70 to 80% down from here? Oh, look at that. Right around the previous all-time highs. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I don't know, just some food for thought. It is, like I said, I'm not hanging my hat on it or anything and solely basing my trading decisions off of that. I obviously am going to want some confluence on other things, and the EMAs, too, will give us some insight on that as well. So, but it's just definitely something to pay attention to right now. All right. On the pi cycle, went through that real quick. IIPR doing okay. Oh, yeah, okay, we did that one. Recent buys, ZEC. Bcash, Litecoin's very good. Engine, not so much. Let's go check out Engine. Yeah, Litecoin looks great. We did the video yesterday, and it was like super sexy chart on there on Litecoin. Engine's all right. Needs a little bit more time to digest some of this price action and maybe get the EMAs opening up, but that could happen here in a couple of days, though. So let's look at oscillators. Yeah, daily still looks totally fine. Just ranging up here. As long as it's holding about $2 on the daily, it looks fine, and maybe about $2.25 on the 3-hour. But I mean, this isn't terrible. This nice bullish candle that happened early this morning, I mean, that's pretty sexy. So really solidifying that, $2.25, $2.30 area on this. But yeah, I mean, that's not a terrible position so far. Love ZEC. ZEC's been great. Bitcoin Cash has been great, holding that mid 500 level. Just badow. JC has risen, yo. Yes, he is. Bullish on JC. Does he have his own coin yet? Is there a JC coin? They could put like Buddy Christ on it from Dogma, right? That'd be pretty cool. That should happen if it's not. What the hell? Where is that at? Yeah, Engine. So not too shabby. What are some big movers today? Orbit Chain. Oh yeah, Rips. Ripple Me Nipples. Tron, old school. Dent. It's funny, Dentacoin keeps going up. Oh yeah, SC. Sia Coin. Super sexy move on SC. I nibbled some of that a few days ago, so that was nice. Yeah, very good. Coming back to test this previous local high. Is that the all-time high? It might be. No, this isn't all the data on Sia Coin, though. Let's see if we can go find it on Bittrex. I know that'll have most of it. Let's look at a Bitcoin pair, too, on Sia Coin real fast. Oh, my God. Look at this. Gaining that dominance on that BTC, baby. Very nice. Let's actually look at Engine on the Bitcoin pair real quick to see if it's showing any kind of love. Yeah, it actually is. So, hey, look, Engine actually has a pretty good chance to keep running here, since it has a pretty nice Bitcoin pairing chart. Not too shabby. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I think there is a Jesus coin. But do they use Buddy Christ as their logo, though? Maybe make Buddy coin. Let's see here. EOS, Vet Chain. What do we got? BSV. Oh, is XCM going hard yet? Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm looking at some little side hustle there. Little slanging cars. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's get it in, XCM. I started nibbling on this after the dumpage. Some news thing. I think it was a airdrop or some shit. Everybody was just buying it to get some free coins, and that happens a lot. They dump. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but nonetheless, I don't really care. There was a big event. It started consolidating at this previous zone before the breakout, so I was like, oh, well, shit, I'm just going to nibble on this until it breaks 32 cents. But luckily, that didn't happen, and we're getting the EMAs looking real sexy. This looks like it wants to come up here to about 47-cent range. So very nice for the new economy movement. If I recall, when I used to read a lot more news a while ago, I think new economy movement was being used for the Petro coin down in, I think, Venezuela. I think they were using their back end and their blockchain for that. Maybe not. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like that's what that was. But pretty interesting basing pattern, though, right here. Very nice spring. If this is some Wyckoff action and we can jump up over 42, 41 cents, jump the creek as it's called, then bada boom, we are in that free range mode to 47 cent. So let's get it. Let's see what else we got over here. What's BAT doing? We haven't looked at BAT in a while. BAT to Tether. Ooh, BAT looking pretty good. I like this consolidation right here at the highs. Let's get some more data, though. I feel like that's not near enough. Okay, here we go. Way more data. There we go. Very sexy. Opening up. Man, BAT actually looks really good above 115 on the 3-hour. How about the daily? Daily is still intact. Would like to see the the Bulls get back over into the power zone in RSI. They already have been very dominant in the power zone on the DMI, though, since this candle back here. Haven't lost any of that momentum this whole rally. So BAT's pretty damn strong, y'all. Anything back over anything back over 124? No, 126. And we're probably going to get more discovery mode. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Let's do some extensions here just for put our moon goggles on. And first extension is right around there and here. And the 2 spot right around $2. So that's nice. And then the 172 is at about 150. So, yeah, I mean, that's... there you go. 150 might be the next target on the BAT. Pretty damn sexy. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm going to look at Graft and Cake. Definitely want to look at those. Graft. Ooh, Graft might be looking sexy here if we can go drift up to the right in the next few days. Yeah, I mean, it is right in the middle of the consolidation area, though. Let's zoom out a little bit. Daily. Yeah, daily. This could be the confirmation low right here. It's got the candle structure for it. So graph actually looks pretty damn good above 165. Pretty damn sexy. What time is it? 2:20. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to traditional markets. The Petro. Yeah, did they ever follow through and do anything with that? Probably not. But let's see. Anything going up a lot today? Let's look over at Baba, because Baba had a really nasty chart. Yeah, Alibaba looks real sick right here. This thing looks like it's about to dump. Alibaba really looks like it's coming down to $200, maybe lower. That's interesting, because that's a big tech company. FXI just staying flat while the damn Shanghai rallies. Come on. Jeez. Give me some of my tendies, bitch. Let's see. What's some of these stocks doing? Nikola getting a little bit hit. So I'm taking a little bit of it on the chin on that one. Although it's right here at this previous low. If it closes this week, probably down here, or gets any more continuation below like 1250-ish, I'll probably let that go. I did structure this with options, though, so I'm not static. So I got a little bit of cushion and leeway with that, so no worries. Shitty arc. Oh, it is in the H, but hey, man, if this gets back above 130, it's probably just going to rip to the upside again. So, Dash. Is Dash basing out here? The crappy, shitty-ass company, DoorDash. Freaking scam from the high tables and finance. Dude, this is such a scam company. I've already ranted about this a bunch of times because of my restaurant and how I've seen them do business. And also Grubhub's the same way. Very shady companies. We won't go into that right now, though. Let's see. Snowflake might actually be resetting here. Man, go sideways for another day. All the EMAs are going to open up and probably can look for a target up here to 270. So, pretty interesting on Das Snowflake. About Airbnb. Airbnb is actually one of the better ones. Kind of flagging out. A little sloppy, though, in the middle of this range. Can't really do shit with that. Yeah, I mean, maybe it starts to get bullish if we break out above here. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty sloppy-ass chart. And again, why is Tesla doing this? I don't understand why it's froze at 661. What the hell is this crap? Like, but we're at 704 now. Doesn't make any damn sense. I don't know. NIO. Damn, NIO and Tesla's chart look very, very similar. H. Yeah, I mean, man, shit, this probably is going to run up here to like low 40s on NIO. Daily is a little, it needs some work though on the daily, to be fair. I won't be nibbling on that one. Petco. Surprisingly, they weren't already public prior to this year, but here they are now. Pretty shitty. Major resistance at 24 bucks. Anything in the hemp world? Oh, CVSI, is it finally trying to base out right here? Ooh, it could be along all this here. This actually looks kind of sexy. Boo the Reggies. Yikes, hopefully never again. Gold hoarding was made illegal 88 years ago today. Oh, yeah, we don't like that. Could they ever do that again? Maybe. I don't put anything past these greedy government bastards. CVSI, though, if the market holds its legs, this weed stock probably could get some love. I mean, look at it basing right here in the 40s. So, pretty major support. Let's see what the volume profile says. Yep, about 38 cents. So, looks pretty damn good right here. God, look at the weekly. Jesus, that's a fat node. All right, so weekly doesn't do shit. Let's get off of that. But yeah, I mean, this could just be kind of basing out right here. Doesn't look too terrible. Let's see what happens over the next couple of days. But I kind of do like where this price is looking left. And we're about to get bullish on the DMI. And we're already kind of bullish on the RSI. Very interesting. Throw that in the watch list. MJNA kind of bouncing off there. Ooh, MJNA is actually looking pretty good. We consolidate over 5.5 cents over the next, like this week, pretty much. We'll get all the EMAs pointing up in chronological order. Man, MJNA actually looks really good already. Look at the reads on the DMI. What's the risk on this guy? Pretty far, about 15%. I mean, it is weed stock, so it's going to be a lot like crypto. But man, yeah, this actually looks pretty damn good. What's the daily look like? Yeah, daily is actually in a position for a bullish, perfect little bullish reset. If the daily gets back in the power zone and pushes the bears back in the in the weak zone, man, this thing could get some legs up to like maybe 8 to 10 cents roughly. I like that too. All right, let's see. Riot and not Master. I always say Master, but it's not Master. It's MicroStrategy. And again, what is wrong with my freaking... What is going on with my watch list? Look, this one says 52, and we're at 57. Why would it show... Why would it show that? What the fudge? Hold on, let me do something real quick. Let me log into a different account and see if maybe that helps. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, it just wasn't synced with my live data. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we're synced up. Did that fix it for my Tesla too? Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. So I wasn't synced with my TradeStation account for the live data feeds because TradingView does not give that to you by default. All right. But if you have another broker, though, TradeStation, Iron Beam, Forex.com, I don't know. There's like 6 or 7 brokers you can connect to the back end. And they make it real easy, too. You just click down here on the trading panel and log in. All right. Master. Or Micro. Sailor. The god. He's so smart and intelligent. I don't know why everybody thinks Michael Saylor is some freaking saint, man. I don't understand that shit. Anyway, whatever. What do I know? 3 hour looks very good. Daily, almost looking good. We are finally getting back over the RSI exponentials, which has been a while. We've been below it since February 10th. So it's been damn near, 2 months pretty much. So that's kind of nice to see. And if crypto's going to keep running, I really would like to see MicroStrategy get its pamp on. Another day or two of just kind of price action above 660. We'll get all the EMAs looking real sexy and probably look for a test of the underbelly of this trend line, around 800-ish, depending when that happens. Maybe 9 if it's a couple more days later, if it takes a little longer. But yeah, MicroStrategy looks okay. I do like that RSI read. Just needs a little bit more work. And what is this risk? About 20%. Man, nice run off those lows. So there you go, Sailor. You're the king, bro. Let's go weekly. All right, weekly. Weekly looks pretty good, just consolidating between the 21 and the 10 simple. They're all still pointing up too. And the weekly just crossed back over down here. I don't know if that's super relevant or not on this asset because it's like this is pretty much a shit coin, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but look, this is a shit coin, okay? Okay, pumps 3,000%, dumps 99.85%, okay? Even for 20 years, it was down 96%, okay? This is a shit coin, y'all. This dude, Michael Saylor, is not no saint. He ain't no magical investor, dude. He's just some guy that jumps on trends, all right? And you can see that in this damn chart. And he's been the CEO the whole time. So he's just a trend follower, man. And a late one at that. Look at this pump. Didn't happen until the last final 6 months of the bull run in the dot-com bubble. So this dude ain't no freaking genius. I'm sure most of y'all in here are smarter than this guy. And so here we are again. Look at this. Is this going to be another last 6 months of the bull market again that he got in to hype it up? I mean, yeah, what are we up now from kind of this little breakout zone? 400, about 800% off the lows, about a little over 1,000 roughly. So, yep, he's just the hype stock, man. I mean, what is this? 3,400 is the old school price on this thing? Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I mean, look at this terrible performance. It's like it IPO'd right here at about 128 100-ish, 150-ish, something like that. And then that's just where it was literally for freaking ever. Pretty much his whole life. It was either at that IPO price or below it. Garbage. Now, can you make money off of this and the hype? Yeah, absolutely, for sure. But this thing is going to get decimated when Bitcoin goes into a bear market. Riot. Riot looks a little bit better. Yeah, we already got dominance on the 3 hour here. RSI and DMI look really good. We're getting over the... Actually, we're about to close over it, open and close over it in 15 seconds. So, as long as there's no mega dump in 10 seconds, which is pretty much 0% chance of happening. Looks good. Opening up. Riot has a little bit better of a chart. It did break this trend line, though. Let's extend that out a little bit. See if we can get back underneath it. How long has Riot been out? Let's zoom back in time on Riot. It's probably a shitcoin too. Yep, it sure is. Look at this crap all the way back into March 2013. Dump, pump, and then dump all the way 99.98% down. Shitcoins. These are shitcoins, y'all. These aren't some major freaking badass companies. They're just riding the hype, man. Remember when Kodak did that? That amazing company, Kodak. All their innovation. No, but Riot looks okay. And soon I think you'll be able to just get an ETF at some point anyway. And then you won't have to play these stupid, risky-ass, crappy stocks that are just riding the hype train. You can actually get some real ETF. I thought I read something about an ETF. Was that... Did you say something about that, Joe, maybe? Was that even in here? I don't remember. Maybe I read that in the chat somewhere. But I thought I read somewhere that they were going to morph... maybe it was GBTC into it, possibly. Man, GBTC actually looks pretty good. EMA's opening up. This is a sexy chart on GBTC, so very nice. Not too shabby. Oh, nice. Good job, Rock. Yeah, I mean, it was nice. I actually didn't really trade it that much, unfortunately. I might have let my emotions get in my way a little bit on that. HUTMF. Hut mother... Oh, wait. Is that not what it stands for? Let's look at it. I don't know anything about these one. Hut 8 Mining. All right. That's a weird-ass name. Hut 8 Mining. Looks like it was also a shitty-ass penny stock. Little scam. Damn, just death forever. Had this major... Look at this. Since its inception, it had a freaking... Excuse me. Since its inception, it had a freaking down-sloping trend line. That's great. But hey, look. Broke out of it, retested it, and it's been up ever since. So pretty nice. Losing a lot of momentum here. Did beat earnings. Market didn't seem to give a shit about that. It is at a real critical area right here, though. So if this thing can get up above 820, this thing will probably run pretty good. And again, like a lot of these other stocks we've looked at in the block churn list, they're all kind of coming up like this on the MAMA, and the EMA is just partially resetting. So that's pretty interesting. So maybe these are going to start playing catch-up, especially if Bitcoin breaks over 60K. I do think that will have to happen for these to get some legs on them. We'll have to see Bitcoin get over 60. And then if we see that, we'll probably start seeing a Micro, Riot, this one here, and other stuff pump. I'm going to put this in this list. I guess it's a mining stock. I'm not sure, but we're going to throw it in the list here to keep tabs on that guy. Let's see. Canadian mining play could get uplisted, so I hold. Nice. Good. Okay, yeah, so it was you, Joe. GPTC will be an ETF soon. Do you have a date on that by chance? Gosh, if that's also in the range between Coinbase's listing and the micro futures, that would be super crazy. You know what? We're just going to go look real quick because I want to know. GPTC ETF. Should pull it up, right? Says it's 100% committed to convert. Well, what the hell does that mean? Announces its intent to do it. Well, how about, do y'all actually have a date to do it. Because no one's approved it yet. Yeah, it's probably just like, hey, we're gonna try to do it, but there's no data from that. It looks like, but whatever. Check out Cube T, Quantum Play. Cube T, Qubits probably. Oh, hey, look at that. Breaking out a little bit. Let's zoom way out just to see what this thing's done in the past. Oh, dumped. That's pretty nice. Volume popping up, though, here. Look at this. Somebody was pumping it up. Most volume on it in its history by a large margin. Is this just a reset? Man, this weekly chart looks good, dude. I will say I really like this weekly chart. For this little reset, it still does. Man, that's a big range though. And it's like 20%. I mean, so you do have about 20% downside still on this guy on a weekly for your risk profile, it looks like. But man, on a lower time frame, yeah, it's still 20%. So that's actually cool that we got confluence between such a low time frame and a high time frame. Is it also on the daily? Yes, it is also on the daily. So that's also super sexy. How about the monthly? Man, the monthly is actually about to get EMAs. Now, obviously, this is going to need a couple more months. But man, look at the monthly getting bullish on the DMI back over here. Pretty interesting price action. This weekly, though, very sexy weekly chart. I like that a lot. Let's put the horizontals on this biatch. Oh, yeah, very nice. Very nice. How about 7 minute? Is it bullish on the crack time frame? Actually, it was back over here on the first. Very, very sexy. So, all in on the 7 minute crack time frame. It's the only time frame I use. It's the best one. No, just obviously I'm joking. Today, nice pump, 10%. Man, yeah, this one I wouldn't be against putting some longs on. And on some dips. I do like it. And that weekly chart, man. The weekly chart looks beast mode. See, maybe if we go over the next couple weeks and can reset, you might get a better, more safe entry on that. But man, pretty good. You can also adjust your position size to accommodate for some of that risk in there too. So don't forget about that. I think a lot of people forget that. It's like, man, you just because it's not right at the spot you want to buy, but if the chart looks good, it's like you don't have to go all in or anything. You just have to go in with 100x leverage, duh. I mean, come on. No, but with all seriousness, yeah, you can just, do a quarter position, do a tenth of position. I don't know. If your average position is $5,000, then just throw $500 in it, and then you can always scale in and add to it. The market ain't going nowhere. All right, what is HODL doing? Oh, that's a good one. Quantum Computing Inc. Doesn't Google have like a really big quantum computing division? What is going on? TradingView, hello. I'm pretty sure Google does. What are the Fangs doing? We haven't looked at the Fang Mans today. Let's go look at those real quick. Uh-oh, Facebook. Whoa, hello. Holy moly, look, Facebook respecting that TA, dips in here. Looking at this on this day when we did this, the video, we were actually talking about Facebook being an opportunity zone here. I mean, this is that textbook EMA structure that we like to see. I mean, it had literally every marker on it. DMI, RSI, EMA, daily time frame, and on top of that, you even had the trend line. I mean, that is super sexy. I didn't take any of this trade, though, unfortunately. I just kind of hate Facebook so much. But again, see, emotions. Emotions don't really have that much place in picking tradables to get into. Maybe emotions can give you some kind of gut feelings and certain things like that. Because your brain can process, billions of data points and all that kind of stuff. So maybe there's a little bit of emotion in good trading, or emotions in trading that can be good. But ultimately, man, when you see the setup, just take that shit. Don't overthink it. It's like I was talking about earlier in this stream. Oh my god, holy shit balls. Holy moly, Google. Is this it? Are we... Oh man. This is crazy. This is I did not expect to see this pulling up the Fangmans. We are in price discovery, blue sky mode on freaking Google, y'all. Wow, Google just got bullish as F above 2100. That is just pretty epic move right here. Amazon, same thing. No, Amazon still got a lot of work to do. Jesus, excuse me. These dang old tree allergies, all these pollens and shit. Look, it's right in the middle of the range. Absolutely nothing to do with this, but maybe after it goes for another few days, you might. You are getting dominance here on DMI, so it is... Man, it is actually looking pretty good. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh, shit, it is. Look at this. 3 hours. Super sexy price action. So, Amazon actually did just get bullish above like 3150, to be fair, on the low time frames. Daily needs a little bit more work, but that 3 hour does look really good. Faux show. You got back into pins. Is that Pinterest, I think? Oh, Netflix also looking really good after all this sloppy spaghetti shit. See, sometimes you just got to wait for the consolidation to happen, and that's why I really love EMAs and just watching them like the way that we do here. And when you just get them in that chronological order, that usually has let all the froth and kind of indecision and confusion come out of it, and now you get the best kind of lower risk entry, and this is setting up for a pretty sexy time to the upside on Netflix. Definitely like that. Earnings season coming up for a lot of these, it looks like in mid to late April, so that is noteworthy. Apple kind of lagging a little bit, but it does have a basing pattern here. Yeah, very nice on the DMI and RSI on the 3 hour. Daily needs some work to do, though. Kind of the ugliest, probably, of the FANG stocks. And Tesla, we already been looking at that one a couple times today. Still right trapped in this range. Also, Apple and Tesla are kind of the uglier ones. Microsoft, what's up? Bill Gates. What? See, look at this. The best scientist in the world, Mr. Bill himself. Pumping it up to the moon. Saving the planet. Look at him saving the planet with his stock at 250. He's so great. This looks really great, y'all. Anything above 240. Maybe you could bump it up to like 245 on this consolidation, but that probably will get you shook out. I'd say, yeah, like 240, 238, man. This looks really good, especially if in the next 17 minutes we close above 245. Man, sexy chart. Let's go back over to equities real quick and just see. My goodness. Did Russell rally a little bit? Is it trying to rally? I kind of want to nibble some Russell here. It's kind of odd. You know what? I think I am. I think I'm going to nibble some Russell here. I'm not going to overthink it. We got the EMA set up, you know. I'm going to practice some of that preach, baby. So just bear with me for uno momento while I go over here and I look for... I'll probably do it with some options too. Let's go look at the option chain. IWM. And we'll probably just do a call spread, I'm thinking. Let's see here. Oh, regular. Yeah, we're going to have to go out to May because I don't want to be in those gamma weeks. Let's see, what do we got here? Whoa. Not too shabby. We can do... Oh, I gotta turn that on. We can do maybe here and... Oh, hey now. Maybe like... Where's that? The money at? 225. And then a third of that is about 2 something. what did I say? 260, 263. So, oh, here we go. Here's a perfect one. It's about $5 roughly. Yeah. Man, they're kind of juiced up. They're a little juicy, man. These calls. What do we got? Implied vol. Yeah, wow. It's 84. Shit. Historical vol on IWM right now is freaking 30, dude. That's high, man. Maybe I need to flip to selling then, because that's a little bit too high. I don't want to buy on that. Let's see what we got if we do some little selling action. 6, and that would be only like 2, 4, 3. Yeah, so man, interesting. Let's zoom in a tad. Let's see, what do we got here? How many points is that? Oh, it's not even 10 points. All right, that ain't shit. We'll just go to futures then. RTY. Enter. Futures. January. Oh, I'm sorry, the June contract. January. What the hell am I talking about, man? Is this isn't delayed, is it? What am I? Why is that not on the right one? What the hell? Yeah, this should be the June. Should be, huh? I wonder if it's delayed. I guess it's delayed on my broker here. That's weird. Usually that's not the case. Man, some kind of funky data issues today. I don't know if that's me or what it is, but it's very weird. I'm trying to just go here. Fill me, bitch. Give me a fill, Phil. Give me a fill, Phil. Come on. Come down to me a little bit. Come down. Come down to daddy. You know you want to. Hey, that's not the right way. Don't make me chase you. Just come on down to me. Oh, it's going to make me chase, isn't it? Because it's towards the end of the day. Yeah. Probably get some. All right, there we go. Dippity doo-dah. There it is. Just hit me. All right, so I'm just going to nibble on that for a little bit, see what happens. Mostly based on this 3-hour chart here, just kind of chilling right there. We're going to run with that for now. And let me put my alert on. Let's zoom in a little bit because I want to know ASAP if we break right around here. Boom, bam, bada bing. All right. Let's go back to the main list. Oh, that's not the main list. See what Bitcoin's doing. Kind of just chilling here. Still looking pretty damn sexy. Flirting with 59K. Will it break 60 today? Will it break 60? You got back into pins? Let's go to pins. Let's check it out for you, Mr. Rock. Oh, sexy 3-hour. Very nice 3-hour chart. I'm not sure when you got back in. I'm assuming you probably bought some back over here. You're usually kind of a... You're a patient trader, so I'm pretty sure you didn't just nibble today. Maybe you did. Hey, whatever. Pretty awesome read on the 3-hour. Very much like this. Daily still needs a little bit of work, but the way that 3 hours looking is pretty damn sexy. Weekly still looks really good too. Last week's close was pretty awesome. Back above the 10 simple and all this business. So you got at least confluence with the weekly being bullish. So that's pretty nice. I forgot Pinterest was even publicly traded. I thought Pinterest is owned by Facebook. Is it not? They just like spinning off every app they have into its own freaking stock. I don't know if that's true or not, if it is owned by Facebook. I don't remember. But yeah, this looks pretty awesome above $72. Ride these EMAs, baby. Riding. Alrighty. Very nice. Do I need to do any management real quick before the market closes? Let me open up my other broker and see. This broker doesn't really have that much in it, though. Apparently, it can't load either. Oh, there it goes. Man, someone's banging down my block. I wonder if y'all can hear that in the, if the mic picks that up. Probably not. All right, what we got here? Let's see here. Yeah, nothing to do there. All right. So nothing to do on that one. How about over here? Man, what is that doing? Let's go look at some of my holdings here. Oh, 1 inch. Hello. Let's go. Let's go 1 inch. I nibbled on quite a bit of this last night. I just was like, man, this thing looks sexy. Opening up, basing off these long-term EMAs. It was a little sloppy on the oscillators, but this daily chart was looking kind of nice, but I really just like the consolidation on top of these long-term moving averages. So that's pretty nice. I do likes that. IOTA. Yep, resetting. This looks pretty damn good. Needs to close I guess it actually did. This last candle, this little doji, did technically close above these bodies, so that's pretty good. Maybe it's just retesting this mid 160s for continuation, but pretty damn sexy chart on there. Weekly, just beast mode. And you get these candles like this drift up, and we talked about this in a video the other day. You have like a traditional flag kind of like this. You have a pennant formation kind of like this. And then there's this other one. I don't know if it has a name, but it's like a flag that does like this. It's the F, pointing up F flag or something. I don't know. I'm just making up some stupid name. But those usually are really bullish as long as you just keep that slope up that it's making and creating at the upper end of the range. And a lot of times they'll get like a move that is equal to the big candle before it. So, if we were looking at that, we might be looking at testing highs here maybe. It is on logs. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Now we're just looking at about 240, 250-ish. And what is that over here? Yeah, this is $4, so a lot of work to get up to there. But hey, man, IOTA's looking pretty good. I'm liking this blackberry bounce. That's nice. I might add some more to that if we get on some down days here and kind of float around the $8 handle. I'll probably add to that. MindMed, what are you doing, MindMed? This one has been dragging me down a little bit, but we're getting a nice reaction off of these lows here so far. I'm just continuing to kind of hold this. I was going to get out of it if we got a body close below these wicks in this business right here at about 220, but that didn't happen, luckily. So just kind of waiting to see if we can get some more follow through with this guy. Pretty big spinny indecision candle here. So this thing is definitely plotted a range with that guy. Oops, that's the wrong tool. This thing's definitely plotted a range about right there. So range bound for now. Nicola. Ew. Do I want to add anything to this? Usually not great to add to losing positions. That doesn't bode well most of the time. Yeah, maybe we'll just wait till tomorrow and see what happens. Because it's like right at the threshold of the getting stopped out here. And I did use options with this, so I have a little bit of leeway. But, yeah, shit, man. Interesting spot here. Only got 7 minutes to make a decision on that. How about this? Ooh, yeah, this looks good. Confirming platinum's kind of upside action. Are these warrants getting bid back up a little bit? I'm pretty much back at break even on these guys. So, yeah, right at break even. So, it's a super... I actually don't even know why I haven't... Maybe I trim now, and that position is so damn small. It's like, it doesn't even matter. It's like this thing could just go to 0 and I wouldn't even really care. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? Got the Blackberry. We're riding. We're still just going to ride Digital Ocean, I think. Let's go look at it again. Yeah, we're just going to ride this until we kind of break maybe the short-term structure here. I mean, this thing's even just riding the 7-minute right now. But yeah, as long as it's holding 43, it's all good. BTAC. What is regular BTAC doing? Oops. BTAC kind of just consolidating down here around $10, which is pretty much kind of like an IPO price for a SPAC. That's kind of where they come out, as like the $9, $10 range. So kind of just chilling there. Yeah, I'm just going to hold that unless it breaks this little candle right here. So nothing too crazy there. All right. So I think I got all the market managing stuff. That's why I love crypto. I don't have to look at that at a certain time frame. I can manage that whenever the hell I want to. All right. I think that's probably about it. We're coming up on the close. Oh, we didn't do weekly analysis actually yesterday on crypto, so let's do that real quick. Weekly close. Pretty decent. Let's clean up some of those lines. Weekly close, kind of whatever. Nothing really crazy on that, just more ranging. But it I guess on a positive, it's accepting price up here, so that's kind of cool. Ethereum weekly close, very sexy, closing at new highs at 20.75, so pretty sexy. I mean, that's just really solidifying this run. And on a weekly basis, I mean, as long as we're holding about 1950-ish, there's no reason to be bearish on Ethereum. And the daily is about the same. It's a little higher, like 19, I think. Let's put our lines back on. I needed my lines, man. Well, that sounded kind of bad. As long as it's above 1970-ish. And, I mean, really, 50 is kind of the same to whatever, $20. Who cares on crypto? So, yeah, that mid-19 level, very important. Weekly agreeing, daily agreeing, and 3 hour pretty much agreeing as well with this consolidation, some of these wicks, and where the mama and 55 are. So all the confluence with all the time frames, pretty damn sexy. Weekly good, monthly very nice continuation candle. I mean, Ethereum looks really good. It looks better than Bitcoin for sure. Let's go Litecoin weekly. I'm not going to do all of them, just the majors. Yeah, you can kind of see that triangle here too on the weekly, which is pretty funny. Maybe it's just got to get above it's got to get above this horizontal, man, at 235 for a continuation. And maybe now, if that happens, we can see some all-time highs on Mr. Charlie Lee, up around 300. That's like pretty much our next target after 240 is all-time highs on that biatch. All right. I think that's it for the weekly close on that. Doge. Come on, Doge. Can you do something, please? Is it do? Oh, hey, look, it heard me. No, I'm just kidding. The Market Whisperer. Oh, snap. Low time frames just got bullish reset on Doge. Now, does that mean that much on the crack time frames? No, not really. But it's the first attempt, though. And at least you know when it's negated really fast within, probably a few hours at most. Like you can see here, we had one, but not perfect. This one is more perfect. There was a nice perfect one here. Just kind of rejected, reset, rejected, reset one more time. Let's see if we get back above. I'm actually going to put me an alert on this. Let me zoom out a little. Do I have one on it yet? No, I do not. So I want to know if we cross that 6 cent area. And I also want to know if we dump below this local swing low at 50, or I guess 5.5, not 55. All right, very, very nice. Let's go, Doji. All right, let's see how traditional markets are acting towards the end of the day. Last minute. Oh my god, it's dumping. It's going to 0. Holy shit. So funny. People do that in the troll boxes on other streams and stuff that I watch. Like, they'll be like, oh my god, Ethereum's dumping. It's down like $20. It's like, dude, get off those cracked time frames, man. Jesus. Here, let's go to really cracked time frame. Here we go. This is how you make all the good trades on the 1 second, if you didn't know. Oh my god, look at this thing. It's so volatile. And it does look like that, to be fair, but I mean, this is nothing. You know, it's like from top to bottom of this range is only 3 points. So whatever, we're just goofing around. Pretty nice, man. Gap up. I mean, this market it's in beast mode, man. It really is. NASDAQ, how's it going to close on the day? Sexy. YM, pretty damn sexy. ES, pretty sexy. Russell is the weakest of the links. Really needs to get over 2,300 to get that party started. And nibbled on this one a little bit earlier. And I'm just going to hold that. That'll probably be a decent hold for me unless we lose like 240-ish or something like that. Like 245 maybe. All right. Well, pretty good reaction off these lows. For Bitcoin, very nice. Respect on the TA here from the box. Very sexy. Kind of confirming some of the upward price action for now. Jesus Christ. Confirming some of these upward price actions. These candles, this 3-hour candle is actually kind of nice that it consolidated and chilled right here at the top upper end of this incredibly bullish 3-hour candle right here. Closing all the way up at like 59.2 almost. Literally closing at the top end of its range. Like the top tick. That is always super bullish. And just on the flip side, that's also super bearish if it goes the other way. Super easy Japanese candlestick thing, though. Bullish as F when you get that. And as long as it's pretty much holding this little attempted breakdown at like 58-ish, 58.5-ish, this thing does look like it wants to push up to the upper end of the box. And this will probably be the best chance it has of breaking out of it for Bitcoin here above 60K. So, because there's that big move is coming, guys. It's almost there. You got expansion on HVP is happening after a little fake out throwdown to the downside. A lot of times those get follow through in the opposite direction. We talk about that a lot on HVP because it doesn't imply direction. It just implies that there's volatility expansion on the horizon. So pretty nice. Let's see if we can get the 3-hour up in the power zone. That would get me real excited for Bitcoin for continuation to the upside. And it's almost there. Futures look a little bit better, to be fair. So pretty nice action. Way to go, Bitty Bitcoin. And the bulls kind of across the board. Y'all are just kicking some major ass, and it doesn't matter what market we are in. Everything goes up. It's like everything's Beanie Babies and goes up. Man, on a side note, my niece, she just got like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch box with like, and it came with a Pokemon card in it. And she ended up getting like a $400 Pokemon card out of a stupid box of cereal. Like, this market is insane, man. Even in the used car market and like for flipping cars, I've been trying to find good deals. It's even hard to find good deals in there. My buddy does it full time. And he's like, dude, you can't even barely go to auctions now because everyone's bidding the prices over the values on just, you know, KBB and NADA and Edmunds. And it's just like, he's like, what the hell are these people doing? Yeah, it's a crazy world. It's the everything bubble, super bubble economy. What's up? XRP is really the what's up, though. Look at this big green. Everyone's like, oh, it can't go up. Bread. Garlic House, XRP's a scam. It's the banker coin. And look at this thing. Best, sexiest damn chart in crypto land for the last like week, 2 weeks. And it's like, the market doesn't give a shit if you like things or not. It doesn't care about your feelings. Don't forget that. It will humble you. Weekly still looks super good. I mean, going to $1 seems pretty much almost a certainty at this point. I mean, hell, I guess it almost did it. It went to almost 90 cents, but woo! All right, garlic bread, getting it in. Much niceness. All right, what do we got here? Day is over technically for that. And purple list. These are I moved the orange list as watch list for stocks. It was getting a little too confusing for me. So I actually added a purple list just for cryptos that I want to keep an eye on. Let's just run through those real quick while we're here. Bitcoin Gold, breaking out. Reef. Ooh, Reef kind of looks good right here. If we can go sideways for a few more days, stay above 38. I do like Reef setup here. Let's go to daily. Yep, daily. That looks nice too. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good for Reef. Shark Point does not look good. Nope, doesn't look good at all. I mean, the best thing maybe is you got this low here and previous kind of resistance from these wicks in this business before the breakout. So maybe at like 1.3 cents, but not too great. Uma Thurman, what is she doing? Oh, damn, she's about to look real sexy, just kind of grinding up here. Now we do have them all in chronological order, so Uma Thurman might be looking to make a stab up into this upper 29 range. See if we can get DMI back in the power zone here over the next day or so. But yeah, Uma's actually looking pretty decent. Oh, Raven, you bitch. Yeah, last night I was like, damn, I want to buy some Raven. But nope, I didn't. It's okay. Can't catch them all, you know. Nice move. Maybe over the next few days we can get the EMAs opening all up and get a retest into them. That might provide some opportunity. Right now, though, it's a little bit out of the range. Ooh, Eve or Ave. I'm pretty sure it's Eve. Eve looks actually pretty good. I kind of like this little consolidation over all the EMAs right here. We are really neutral, though, on the DMI and the RSI. Man, on the daily even, we're really neutral. So maybe waiting another couple days for this to pan out. But it is looking pretty damn sexy, especially if we can get another little swing above 408 or so. Poly gone. Polymath gone. Kind of rolling over here. I mean, it's had an incredible freaking run. I mean, this is one of the best performing cryptos in the whole entire market right now since the bottom. I mean, I think it's up like 5,000%, almost 6,000%. By far one of the best performers. Opportunity right here on the 200, possibly. I won't be taking that one given its super frothiness. I think there's better opportunities. I just want to kind of keep an eye on that one just in general for the market, especially when you have, it's like, oh, when is alt season starting? People have been saying that this like for the last year, and it's like, dude, are you watching these charts? Like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Is alt season starting? Crazy sons of bitches. All right, I think that's it. Let's see what bonds are doing real quick, and then I think we'll wrap it up with final thoughts. Bonds going sideways. I would like to see these high-yield bonds actually start making recoveries, and junk bonds do seem to be doing so, but like the high-yield corporate bonds, which are deemed to be safer than the junk bonds, are actually the ones rallying, which is kind of weird. I guess people love that risk right now. Yeah, the municipal bonds chart is probably the more concerning one. We don't want to see this keep going sideways. I mean, then this really brutal dump right here, and that was less than 2 weeks. So, you know, maybe a little bit concerning because this is where a lot of people think the safest money is in municipal bonds. But, hey, you know, it's kind of whatever when it's between these long-term moving averages. Big deal. What are the CV stocks doing? Are they still selling off? Are they getting ready for the resurgence in the fall this year? For the second version? I don't know. I'm just talking shit. Look at this. Co-Diagnostics bouncing right off all these lows. Pretty interesting place to bounce for Codex. Kind of the same for Allied Health, too. Wow, on this gap, too. Wow. So this is actually a pretty good spot for pretty safe re-entries here. Right on this gap, these lows. Pretty much anything holding this 417 area. How many percent is that down there? About 15. Anything holding kind of this structure, and that goes all the way to the gap in the previous hook and go pattern. I mean, this looks pretty This actually looks kind of sexy. I'm going to throw that in the watch list. And no, that doesn't look good. NO is kind of in a similar pattern as well as AHPI. Maybe that starts getting some love. And the oscillators aren't showing any of that. It's just I'm looking at pure price right now. And sometimes, I mean, pure price pretty much trumps everything across the board. But yeah, so this is an interesting spot too. A little bit lower too, less than 10% to even this little abandoned kind of island candle down here. So actually looks kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. I'm going to throw that on the watch list too. And we'll see what happens next week. Consumer credit's just doing good because everybody's just living off of credit cards, so that's nice. All right. Well, I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Let's go to Mama Bear final thoughts. Bada boom. Looks great. Stay above 58,000. This thing looks like it wants to break 60 here this week. Very bullish candle here. We talked about it already a few times. Looks awesome. Ethereum looks super good. Weekly close, super sexy. I mean, Ethereum looks great above 1950-ish. You can't even think about downside. I mean, Ripple looks like it's going to $1. $1.35 is the next target. Litecoin looks really good. If it holds about 210-ish, this thing looks like it wants to come up and test 230. I mean, the crypto market is coming back around today for sure. I guess the whole damn market is really just coming back around today. So, glad to see get some follow through with these guys and start making some new highs. And hey, maybe we got the new leg coming up for the general markets. Looking pretty damn good and sexy. So, until mañana, y'all have a lovely first day of the week. And have an awesome week. Appreciate y'all joining in. I'll see y'all mañana. I'm glad the frame stayed stable today. Thank goodness. About damn time, Spectrum. And I'll be signing off here. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Peace.